Welcome to the Michigan Travel Show, a kaleidoscope of stories about the people, places, and events that shape our great state.
Okay, well, now, Gary Morgan with Michigan Travel. We are here at the Sunsphere. This is in downtown Knoxville. It's a unique structure. We'll take some pictures outside, but this is built for the 1982 World's Fair. And it's a unique structure. And it's a big round sphere. It's an observation tower. And it was built for the 1982 World's Fair, where there was 22 participating countries. There they all are, 22 of them back in 1982. I've been here to Knoxville area many times and never been to the Sunsphere. It was built for the 82 World's Fair, iconic feature, the only structure of its kind in the world. When one considers other structures created for the World's Fair, Eiffel Tower and Seattle Space Needle, the significance of the Sunsphere is apparent. During the time of the World's Fair, the tower color was blue to represent the color scheme. The tower house is 214-8. Flight stairs and 3 elevators, each panel glass made from 24 karat gold. The Sunsphere stands 26 stories high. Pretty cool. And then this is the view from the outside. Down there, it's all part of the World's Fair Park. I believe it was 43 years ago. Downtown Knoxville. Been here many times and never. And here they're all talking about how they got it. And it was known as the Knoxville International Energy Exhibition. Opened May 1st, 19. The theme of the energy turns around. Ronald Reagan was the president back then. He was on site to open the fair. Yeah. 6-month pass, the fair sold for $100. The world came to Knoxville. More than 50 private organizations, companies took part in the fair. Like I said, 22 other. This is the first World's Fair China participants in 1904. The Tennessee Amphitheater. Bob Hope turned 79 back then. Rubik's Cube. Yeah. Was fell up here. New in 82, Petroleum Belly, Petro Belly. The scuffy little city. 19 Wall Street. Knoxville is a scuffy little city. Despite such criticism about the ability to host the World's Fair, 11 million guests from around the world visited what would become the last successful World's Fair held in America. Closing ceremonies were held October 31st, 1982. Visit Knoxville. Cool. So let's look back on the outside. You get a whole view of the whole city here. And the mountains. Smoky Mountains just down the way. We've had a few renovations here. While other floors had been operated by various over the decades. Yep, talked about it being open. Painting. It was painted blue.
That they hosted a World Fair and they repainted and that's why that's there. And it's like kind of random, but it's because the instantaneous part, it's I thought it was just
Stuff from the World's Fair.
Because of the World's Fair goes before that.
the memorabilia from it. Yeah, I remember all that. I didn't come to it. And this is what it all looked like the 6 months it was open. Pretty cool.
Well, you had one of these, right? Yes. No, we have to go around.
And here's looking at Knoxville from the outside here.
This is like
Pretty cool. Cherry Coke made its debut at the World's Fair in 1982. Yep, I remember that first coming out. Petro Chili and Chips, Texaco, all the things back from 1982. Wall here. There's Jumbotron, everything going on. 82, you got to be there. Representation from 22 countries. The time of the world's largest Rubik's Cube. 82 worlds, May to October. When the world came to Knoxville. This is the theme of the World's Fair. Energy turns the world. We live our dreams, we make them come true. Our ideas and energies combined a dynamic force, the kind of force that made the developments and breakthroughs and discoveries in this building possible. President Ronald Reagan, U.S. Pavilion. More than 11 million visitors came to the World's Fair. I remember, I didn't, the first time I've been in here, I never came to the World's Fair. Down to this one. Another one, but not this one. These were the highlights of the World's Fair, the opening ceremonies. The music, lots of country music places, sports, they had some NFL exhibition games, performances, cultural performance around the globe, culture. Each invited country is required to highlight their energy efficiency, innovations. That's pretty cool stuff, yep. Top 3 physical, Olivia Newton, the Tigers of I Love Rock and Roll, Joan Jett and Blackheart. Top 3 Billboard Pop, Asia, Beauty and the Beast, Go-Go's 4. Top 3 box, E.T., Rocky, Officer and John. Top 3 TV, 60 Minutes, Dallas, between MASH and Magnum PM. TV shows that premiered, Late Night with Dave Letterman, Cheers, Family Ties. St. Louis Cardinals win the World's, Los Angeles win the NBA championship. New York Islanders win the Stanley Cup. San Francisco 49ers win the Super Bowl, whatever it was. The Commodore 64, #1 computer back then.
There's a basketball hall of fame like we were yesterday. Our hotel's like right there.
Pretty cool.
I think that's the university.
Yeah.
Right there.
Hardly 43 years ago, and this is what it. Well, this is the city now.
Building's right there.
Pretty cool.
They're pretty amazing.
Renovations. Yeah. Okay, we're down here on the walkway. Here, this was all part of the World's Fair in 1982. We're just up there in that, they call it the Sun Spear now. That was built for the World's Fair in 1982. And right here is all part of the pavilions. You know, like everything, they still have a few buildings left. Pretty cool. Walk up to this little bridge up here and then walk over to the other side. So they've made a little waterfall here. Keep in mind, this is all made for the World's Fair. Kind of cool. Here's a view down that way, and the Spear. Big park now. Lake Bridge #6. A little better view of it. The water just kind of seeps down through here, comes here, a little dam, and then it goes right down through here. Of the spear from here, you can even see inside a little bit. Yeah, I see a video running in it there. Going over under the bridge and the little waterfall here, and they must pump the water from the bottom up to the top here to keep it going. So a continuous pump cycle to have this little waterway that goes through here. And Knoxville Convention Center's up on the main floor. I see the Christmas tree here. It's already got a bunch of bulbs on it. Ready for Christmas. Kids out here playing some football. And here's some World's Fair Exhibition Hall, which is Makers Exchange. Doesn't look like it's open. But that was all part of the World's Fair right there. And then there was stuff on this side also. So, and then this was the big pavilion for it, where they got a bunch of the flags. 22 countries participating. There are all the flags of all the countries that participated. So right here is the pavilion where they had the 22 nations. There's 11 flags on that side and 11 flags on that side, and then it goes all the way down this corridor here, parkland. Pretty cool. And they got some stuff up here. We'll take a walk up that way and see what else up there. So I'm walking by the World's Fair Exhibition Hall. All along here, this is this big, long building here. Only used for, obviously, special occasions now. Yep. Right. With the fire. Yep. Inside the Knoxville Convention Center. They're getting it all ready for Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town. Here's a Merry Christmas. They're getting it ready. Got a little more to do yet. Big whopper mural on the wall here of the spear. They're getting this all ready inside the convention center for a big Christmas show. Kind of cool. They're building it all up for a cool Christmas show. The workers here putting it together. Even got a bear there from the Smoky Mountains. Kind of cool. Just checking this out. Pretty neat. Yeah. Got penguins here. Like you're at the South Pole. Lots of penguins. So what's kind of cool here, I was reading about the world's largest Rubik's Cube. I remember reading it. There it is. The world's largest Rubik's Cube. Pretty cool. There it is. The Hungarian Pavilion. 19 was the home to the world's largest Rubik's Cube. It's donated to the city of Knoxville after the fair. Yep, there it is. World's largest Rubik's Cube. Pretty cool. Tapestries. There's some art that looks pretty cool. How they've done that. That one there, the Smoky Mountains. And then this is overlooking the entire Christmas tree festival they're going to have here. That's going to open after, probably after Thanksgiving. Pretty cool. Excellent. I love it. Okay, there it is. Pretty cool. I'm at the Knoxville Museum of Art. So here's some banners out in front of it, billboards. So a few things that they are having coming in, so, or that are already here. So I'm gonna check about going in. Should be kind of cool. They say it's free. Knoxville Museum of Art. At the Art Museum, and it says shaping a regional identity in black and white photos. Kind of interesting. Just taking pictures of a variety of things here in the semi-south. Always a little bit different down here. Different than the Motor City. Interesting to see what is here. These are just some nature photos and other interesting pictures. The wagon train stuck in mud. Yeah, here's a couple cool pictures from the museum. Manhattan, Wall Street, and over here, a festive parade. Looks like the Thanksgiving Day parade in New York City. Yeah, pretty cool. World's largest store, Macy's. Yep, New York City. Yep, pretty cool. Cool stuff they got hanging from the walls. Okay. Something interesting on the wall here. Kind of cool. Okay. Up here on the walls here, like I said, here in this museum. Okay, we got one more room to go in here. Check it out.